How's it going, guys? Welcome back to Court and Nick. I'm Court and that is Nick. No, but in all seriousness, guys, today we are back with our second YouTube video. We are on a roll. We are on a streak of 2 videos. You know, one comes after 2. Today, we are doing the boyfriend tag. So what we're gonna be doing with the boyfriend tag is we're going to basically test to see how well I know Courtney after 6.5 years.
So I have a list of questions on my phone that I'm gonna ask him, and he has to answer the questions to the best of his ability to see if he gets them right about me.
I honestly think that I know her pretty well. So let's just jump right into the first question.
First few are easy. First question is, where was our first kiss?
Our first kiss was at our first homecoming together before we even started dating. Was I right?
Yeah. The next question is, who's my favorite musician?
Depends on what you're talking about, because you have a different person that you like every other week. Currently, I know what your favorite is. It's currently Shawn Mendes, but Harry Styles is in there a little bit.
Yep.
You also really like Queen.
Haven't listened to them.
But you haven't listened in a while. But it does change on a regular basis. But right now, I'm gonna go with Shawn Mendes.
Yeah, he's been pretty steady lately.
Yeah, he's the steady man in her life right now.
I saw him twice this summer, so waiting for his next tour. What's my shoe size?
Oh, I could get in trouble for this one. I'm pretty confident that your shoe size may be a 7 in women's.
Yeah.
I'm right?
Yeah. I mean, 7.5.
It could change depending on the shoe, was my guess.
I'm curious to see how you answer this one, but what's my weirdest habit?
Weirdest habit?
I have a feeling I know what you're gonna say.
Okay. So there could be a lot of things. Now this could be the weirdest thing I think you do or the weirdest thing you think you do. Personally, I think the weirdest thing you do that I've noticed over the last 6.5 years is she puts her deodorant on when she has a shirt on. What kind of animal does that? You put your deodorant right after you get out of the shower, after you're done drying off. You don't put it on your shirt and then deodorant, because then you're getting deodorant all over the inside of your shirt.
But my explanation for that is when you put on the shirt, after you put on your deodorant, the deodorant will get on the outside of the shirt, and then you gotta like rub it off so it doesn't show.
Well, clearly you just don't know how to put on a shirt then.
Well, where would I love to travel to?
There's a lot of different places that you want to travel to, but I know your #1 place is Europe. And I think it's specifically that you want to go to London, is my guess. But
Yeah.
I think you just want to travel everywhere. But I think you want to go with your best friend to London. Not with me, with your best friend you want to go to London.
Because you've said you've never had any desire to go over there.
I don't know, I just haven't seen enough of the US to want to go outside of the US right now.
My #1 place I want to travel to is Europe, but I want to go to London, Paris, and Italy.
Boom. I'm so good, I know everything about her.
If I could, what candy would I eat all day?
There's 2 things. I'm pretty sure it's Sour Patch Kids, but it also could be potentially Twizzlers. But I think #1 is probably Sour Patch Kids.
Sour Patch Kids.
Because you always, and it's very specific. You don't like the tiny ones. Ever since they came out with the big ones, those are the ones you go to. And I don't know what it is about the larger Sour Patch. It's like the Sour Patch Teenagers versus the Sour Patch Kids.
What's my favorite color?
Oh, I know this. It's Tiffany Blue. Am I right? Has it changed?
I like Tiffany Blue still, but I like blush pink.
Okay, so that's new, but it used to be Tiffany Blue. Tiffany Blue was your go-to.
My room is like all blush pink, except for the gray walls.
But it used to be Tiffany Blue.
Yeah,
so it's changed.
Yeah, kind of. Where was our first trip together?
Our first trip as in like out of the state? Like on a trip?
I think so.
I would think our first trip was probably Florida.
Yeah, that's what I'm thinking.
Because I don't think we ever took any day trips before then. I think our first trip was to Navarre Beach, Florida.
Yeah.
And what's weird is I was like 16 and I think you were 15. And I'm really surprised that your parents let me go spend a week with you. We had only been dating for a little over a year, I think, right?
Yeah, over a year and a half.
Yeah, but like we were still very young, and I was very surprised that I was invited to go on vacation with you so early into I mean, you wouldn't say early, but like when we were still very young.
How long do I need to get ready in the morning?
To be honest with you, 2 hours.
That is a lie.
No, start to finish 2 hours, because okay, it depends what you mean. Like
it depends
when you're in the bathroom or when you just wake up, because you lay in bed and you watch videos for like half an hour, and then you go into the bathroom, you take a 5-hour shower, And then you take 14 hours
Where
to
is
do
this
your
coming
makeup.
from?
And then all of that math adds up to 2 hours, I promise.
If I take a shower in the morning, it takes me like an hour. Like taking a shower, I don't really do anything with my hair, and then doing my makeup. But if I don't take a shower in the morning, it takes me literally 20 minutes.
Then it must be when we are together because you always take a long time.
Yeah, I guess it's during the weekdays.
It's because when it's during the weekdays, you have somewhere to go. When it's just with us, you don't have anywhere to go, and you watch YouTube videos the entire time. So you're basically multitasking, and you're not apparently good at that.
Says you. I'm at the zoo. Where will I spend my day?
Holding tarantulas.
No.
The turtles mating.
No. Otters.
Otters? Well, if there was a squirrel exhibit, that's probably where you'd be
totally.
instead.
But they don't have squirrel exhibits.
I mean, they run around free everywhere.
I know. Am I a mountain girl or a beach girl?
Beach girl. But I'm trying to get you to become a mountain girl. We went skiing one time, and I think if you were to go skiing a lot more, you could potentially go 50-50 on beach and mountain. I don't think you'll ever go full mountain, but I think you could be convinced to be on the mountain a lot more than you are now.
Yeah. Have I ever played an instrument? If so, which one?
You have played an instrument.
Yeah.
I want to say it's the clarinet.
Yeah.
I was thinking flute, but I'm pretty sure it was the clarinet.
Yeah. No. No flute. I know you're gonna get this wrong. I'm going to Starbucks. What will I order?
You will get a vanilla bean frappuccino.
No.
It's something frappuccino.
Like, depends on the day. Most likely a frappuccino.
But does that mean I'm wrong? Because I mean, I said frappuccino.
Yeah, but you got the wrong one. It's either a salted caramel frappuccino.
Oh, I knew that.
Or I'm not big into caffeine or coffee, but iced caramel macchiato.
Oh.
What's my favorite city?
Depends. Obviously, I'm pretty sure that your favorite city is Boston, but I think you really like New York City as well. But I think if you had to choose, definitely Boston. I know mine's definitely Boston, but I think you are a little more split on things, but I think definitely Boston's your favorite
Boston
city.
Because we've been there more.
So we've been there
and
47
it's more
times.
Convenient for us to go than New York City.
Yeah.
But when we went to Jersey for the Shawn Mendes concert, me and my friends did. We didn't get to go to the city, but we saw the skyline and I really wanted to go. I won $1,000. What would I spend it on?
Well, a couple things. My first guess, you probably, well, wait. Are you spending it on a physical thing or are you doing something else? Because there's two things. If you're gonna buy something physical, there's a possibility you'll probably spend it on maybe like a purse, like a Michael Kors purse, or maybe some makeup, like Jeffree Star makeup or his brushes, or you'll put it into a savings account because you really want to go on a trip somewhere.
The trip is right. If I had $1,000, I would not be buying a Michael Kors bag.
In the past, yes, you probably would have. You have like 4 or 5.
I know, but like if I have that much, Michael Kors is like down here. There's so many more bags that like you can.
You'd probably buy a Louis V bag then.
Yeah, that's probably what I get.
Which is a waste of money, okay, in my opinion.
I'm trying to work my way up.
No, it's such a waste.
This is an easy one. Who's my favorite YouTuber?
Your favorite YouTuber is Trek YT, which happens to be my YouTube channel.
Yeah.
Just kidding. You actually hate my YouTube videos, and you love David Dobrik.
I don't hate your YouTube videos.
It's David Dobrik. And we actually met him one time when he did his live podcast show, the Views podcast in Boston, in one of, not the best area in Boston, but it was still a really good show. And what's funny about that, okay, so we did the meet and greet for it when we went, because it was on stage. The meet and greet was on stage where they did it, but it was after the show. And when me and Courtney went up, David and Jason thought we were brother and sister, which we actually get a lot because we both have blonde hair and we have the same birthday. So people think we're brother and sister all the time. But when we went up there, we were like, no, we were dating. And Jason asked us how long we've been dating. And I think at the time...
Also, this is like not even a month after Liza and David broke up.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Jason asked us how long we were dating. How long were we dating at the time? 4 or 5 years at the time?
It was almost 5 years.
He asked me because he was going in for a bro hug on me, and I said 5 years, and then he like congratulated us, and David's like, don't worry, it won't last. David said that.
No, that was Jason. Because then David was like, don't ever listen to Jason. He never gives good advice.
But David said something, it was because they just broke up, and he's like, it won't last. He said something along those lines. Because
that was Jason.
Oh, well no, Jason's like said don't listen to him. I remember, Jason was on our side.
I have a tweet about it.
Well, okay, whatever. But basically after that happened, Jason stopped our meet and greet and like announced to all the people in the crowd that we've been dating for 5 years. And it was just really cool because then everyone like clapped, and I don't know, it just made us feel.
And David wished us the best.
So
I want to meet him again.
I just thought that was really cool of them to do.
This is also a really easy question. If I was an animal, what would I be?
A squirrel.
I have a slight obsession with squirrels. The weirdest animal to have an obsession with.
What's funny is I've touched and petted a squirrel, and she hasn't.
I told him I will cry if I ever get to hold or pet a squirrel. What is my favorite type of car?
Your favorite type of car? It's funny because your favorite type of car has transformed so much. Because when I first met you, you wanted an Audi A4. Yep. That was like the car that you always wanted. Then I'm pretty sure I introduced you to David Dobrik at some point, and over time, you saw his Tesla that he had, and you became in love with it. You want it exactly like him. You want black wheels, white exterior, white interior with black inside, like dash and stuff with the carbon inserts.
I was gonna ask you if you could tell me what I want for the interior, and you got it right.
Yeah, I know you very well because we've been to the Tesla store multiple times and you've spec'd it out.
Did you even say what model?
Oh, I said Model X.
Oh, okay.
You want the gull wing doors.
And last question is, what is my favorite restaurant? I don't even know
Your
the answer
favorite
to this one.
restaurant depends, but I think if you could choose, you would go to Chipotle for their food, or you would go to Moe's for their queso.
I'd rather have Chipotle queso than Moe's.
Oh.
Full on Chipotle.
So all the way Chipotle. Okay.
Yeah.
So yeah, I was right to an extent then.
Yeah.
How many did I get? I got almost every single one of those right. I think I only got tripped up by the
2,
otters.
3.
Okay, 2. That's a passing grade. I would get at least a B+. So that's totally fine with me. So that's where it's gonna bring our video to a wrap. Surprisingly, I honestly thought I was gonna get 100, but I realistically knew I wasn't gonna get a perfect 100 because some things you definitely were attempting to try to trip me up on. And like, we don't go to the zoo that often, so how am I supposed to know that your favorite exhibit is otters? But I think I did pretty well, and yeah, I bet you if we did it the other way around, I would be able to trip you up probably more than you would be able to trip me up.
I already know one question that I get tripped up on.
What's that?
Cars.
Yeah, you would get tripped up.
You have so many like different obsessions with cars. It's not.
You probably wouldn't even be able to name, or you probably never heard of the brand that I want the most in my life.
I have like 3 in my mind, and that's it.
Yeah, probably it's not in there. But guys, that's where we're gonna bring today's video to a wrap. If you guys did enjoy today's video, definitely show your support down below. And while you're down there, guys, might as well hit that subscribe button. But it's been Court and Nick, and we will see you guys later.